His name was not only the beginning of a dynasty, but also the starting point of a new way of thinking in the history of rulership. Cyrus II, known in history as Cyrus the Great. He was the founder of the Achaemenid Empire, one of the largest and most powerful empires of the ancient world. Yet, Cyrus's place in history is not limited solely to military conquests. He pursued a policy based on tolerance and respect for nations. Why is Cyrus called the most just king in history? If you want to know the answer, stay with me until the end of this video. Before that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and hit the bell so you won't miss the next videos. He was the result of the union of two ancient Aryan peoples, the Medes and the Persians. From his father's side, Cyrus belonged to the Persians, and from his mother's side, he was the son of Mandane. Mandane, the daughter of Astyages, the king of the Medes. At that time, the Medes were the dominant power of the Iranian plateau, and the Persians, as a subordinate people, lived under their rule and authority. The birth of Cyrus was accompanied by fear. Astyages saw a dream in which, from the womb of his daughter Mandane, a vine grew, and its shadow covered all of Asia. The prophets interpreted the dream. "This child will one day overthrow your throne." And Astyages, to escape his fate, ordered the death of his own grandson. The infant was entrusted to Harpagus, the most trusted general of the Median court. But Harpagus, who did not want to stain his hands with the blood of an innocent child, defied the king's order and entrusted the child to a shepherd so that he would be raised in the mountains. At the age of 10, a simple childhood game changed his destiny forever. During the game, Cyrus was chosen as king, and he behaved with such authority and confidence that he ordered the punishment of the son of a nobleman who had disobeyed him. A few days later, this story reached the ears of Astyages, and he demanded to see Cyrus. When the king saw Cyrus's serious and dignified face and his striking resemblance to his daughter Mandane, he understood the truth. He realized that Harpagus had disobeyed his command. This time, Astyages did not order the death of Cyrus. Instead, he chose to send him to his father's homeland, Persia. However, Harpagus was severely punished for this act of disobedience. As time passed, Harpagus's resentment turned into an opportunity to change history. He secretly sent a letter to Cyrus in Persia, inviting him to rise up against Astyages. With wisdom, Cyrus united the Persian tribes and marched against the Medes. At the moment of battle, a large part of the Median army, led by Harpagus himself, joined Cyrus. Astyages was defeated, but Cyrus, with great magnanimity, not only spared his grandfather's life, but respected him until the end of his days. By declaring the union of the Medes and the Persians, Cyrus founded the Achaemenid Empire. The Achaemenid Empire was made up of many regions, each called a satrapy, governed by a satrap. The satraps were responsible for security, the enforcement of laws, and the collection of taxes. Yet, the people of each region were free to preserve their own culture and traditions. In this way, the Achaemenids were able to govern their vast empire with order and stability, and build one of the greatest empires of their time. About 4 years after founding his rule, Cyrus decided to expand his realm and turn his attention to neighboring lands. His first target was the Kingdom of Lydia, a wealthy land with a powerful army and one of the major rivals in the region. Before the war began, Cyrus used diplomacy and intimidation to neutralize Lydia's allies, then prepared his army for a swift and calculated attack. The main battle took place in the city of Sardis against the Lydian army commanded by Croesus. Using surprise tactics and a combination of infantry and cavalry, Cyrus defeated the enemy forces. Soon after, Lydia surrendered. Cyrus did not execute Croesus and even chose him as one of his advisors. The conquest of Lydia expanded the borders of Cyrus's empire and brought immense wealth, which paved the way for future conquests. But the most important and most famous victory of Cyrus was the conquest of Babylon, a tremendously wealthy city and the heart of the Neo-Babylonian Empire. At the time, Babylon was ruled by Nabonidus, a king who showed little respect for the beliefs of his people. With a brilliant strategy, Cyrus diverted the course of the Euphrates River, allowing his soldiers to enter the city through the dry riverbed without bloodshed. Unlike many conquerors, he did not loot the city nor destroy its temples. Instead, he showed respect to Babylon's god and freed the captive Jews. It was here that Cyrus performed the act that would define him as a just ruler in history. He ordered his Charter of Human Rights to be inscribed on baked clay to declare that true power lies in justice and respect for human freedom. The Cyrus Cylinder, also known as the Charter of Cyrus the Great, is considered one of the oldest known documents on human rights. It emphasizes religious freedom, the right to life, and the protection of property for all people. In this text, Cyrus declares that every nation has the right to preserve its own customs and traditions, and that no one should be forced to abandon their beliefs or culture. For this reason, the Cyrus Cylinder is not merely a political document, but a lasting symbol of humane and just governance. Contrary to popular belief, the Cyrus Cylinder was not written in Old Persian. Instead, it was inscribed in Babylonian cuneiform, the official administrative script of Babylon at the time. With this choice, Cyrus ensured that his message was recorded in a language the people of Babylon could understand. The cylinder was discovered in 1879 during archaeological excavations in the ruins of the ancient city of Babylon in present-day Iraq. Its discoverer was an archaeologist named Hormuzd Rassam. Today, the original Cyrus Cylinder is preserved in the British Museum in London. Replicas of the cylinder are displayed in other museums, including those in Iran. But every story has an ending. In the year 530 BC, Cyrus, who had reached nearly 70 years of age, once again did not remain at rest. Although the signs of old age were clearly visible, when he heard that the security of his borders was threatened, he personally took command of the army. In a fierce and exhausting battle, Cyrus the Great gave his life for his homeland. It is said that in his final wish, he asked not to have his body mummified, so that every part of his being might merge with the soil of Iran and remain forever a part of this land. Today, Cyrus has gone beyond being merely a historical figure and has become a global symbol of peace. The modern world recognizes him as a founder of human rights, and the people of Iran call him Father. He proved to the world that one can be the most powerful and yet rule with humanity. Do you think we have ever had a king more just than Cyrus the Great? I would be very happy to hear your answer in the comments.